Good morning, welcome to Yoga with Nadine. I hope you're all well. We'll start today by coming to a lovely comfortable position of your choice. So sitting cross-legged on your knees if you want to use a block for support. Move the flesh from the seat bones and just slowly start to settle in. Take that time to really ground yourself onto the seat here, onto the mat. And then head over heart, heart over pelvis. Take a slight tuck with the tailbone under. Start to feel the belly button engage a little bit. And then start lengthening up through that spine. Think those vertebrae growing, the distance between each one. Feel that piece of string being pulled through the crown of the head. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, close down the eyes, dropping the shoulders, and just start to release into the mat here. Taking a moment just to notice here the position you're in, that nice upright position here. And then start to breath. Start to take the breath into the body, inhaling through the nose, feel that lovely cool flood of breath flush down into the chest space, into the lungs, all the way to the belly. And as you exhale, pull the belly button to the spine and gradually start to release and melt a little bit more into the mat. Inhaling, feeling that lovely lift in the chest space. And as you exhale, feel those hips releasing, opening, knees falling gently to the floor. As you feel that soften and grounding into the mat. Inhaling, feel the body rising, inflating and growing. And as you exhale, feel that softening. Feel those shoulder blades slide down the back. Just releasing any tension you're holding on to. Twice more like this. Inhaling. Feel that lift through the chest. And exhale, grounding down through the lower body. Soften and release. Last time, really take as much breath into the lung space, the chest space, belly. And as you exhale, feel that soften and let go. Gently blinker those eyes open, let the light back in. And inhale the palms to the heavens, join in prayer. And exhaling, bringing the hands through heart center, plugging that energy in. 3 more times. Inhale, lifting the energy up from the ground. And as you exhale, pulling it into the heart, recharging you. Twice more, big sweep. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, plugging. Once more, inhale, sweep. Exhale, bring the hands into heart center. Inhale through center. Exhale, bow and fold. Take the moment here to settle in. Notice if those seat bones has popped up from the floor. So try and ground them back down into the mat. Soften the belly towards the feet, the chest towards the mat. And slowly just walk those fingers out along the mat away from you. Maybe softening the forehead here. Pushing those knees and opening into the ground. And just using that exhale here each time to maybe deepen the stretch here. Taking that lovely forward fold. And you should feel that stretch in the glutes, in the back body, softening here. Inhale here. As you exhale, walk both hands to the right hand side. Pause here. Inhale here. As you exhale, walk both hands through center and coming over to the left hand side. Feel that stretch in that right glute as you really reach over to the left side here. Inhale here. As you exhale, walk hands back through center. And then take that last stretch, come to the furthest point here, softening, folding towards the mat. And feel that lovely stretch through those glutes, maybe into the hamstrings. Inhale here, and if it's good for you, rolling over those knees, coming straight into the all fours. Setting up in all fours here, spreading those hands wide, knees under hips, toes untucked. Inhale, drop the belly to the floor. Really let that belly hang. Just pause here for a moment. Dropping into those shoulders. Normally I say to push up and out of the shoulders, but dropping in. So you're dropping that chest further to the mat, belly to the mat. And then bringing the chin and the chest forward. So you should feel a really lovely stretch here through the back body. Inhale here. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, pushing up now into the shoulders. Feel that lovely stretch through the shoulders, the skin opening here. And now we're moving. Inhale, drop the belly, cow stretch. Exhale, tuck and push, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Twice more. Inhale, drop the belly to the floor. Exhale, cat. Inhale, last time, belly to floor. Exhale, tuck and push. Holding it high here in your cat stretch, really high. Inhale, lifting higher. Exhale, push back, child's pose. Sinking here, softening into the mat. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here as you exhale, coming up, all fours, tucking toes straight away, lifting high, downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhaling. So coming into your downward dog here, take a pedal here for the feet, sway hips side to side, just noticing how that feels here, dropping through the shoulders, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. And then just coming to a lovely pause. Softening here, releasing here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here. As you exhale, drop the knees to the mat again. And exhale, push back, child's pose. Lengthening, walking those fingers out along the mat. Really sink the hips here into the mat. So you should feel this really active stretch. And then lift the palms off the mat so just the finger pads are on the mat, lifting up those elbows, lifting up those shoulders, and then sink that bottom back further towards the heels. Nice active stretch here. Inhale here. As you exhale, pushing up, tucking tailbone straight into cat stretch, lifting up. So you're really kind of coming high on those finger pads here. Inhale here, exhale, drop the belly, cow stretch. Keeping the pads on the floor, palms off. Inhale here, exhale, reset all fours. Inhale here. As you exhale, tuck toes, lift knees, down dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here. As you exhale, take a walk forward to the front of the mat. Come into your forward fold, grabbing hold of those wrists, elbows, swaying side to side. Maybe take a gentle bend of the knees so the tummy rests on the tops of the thighs. And then lift the seat bones high up to the sky so you can feel that really lovely stretch all the way down those back of those hamstrings. So as we're lying here in our, dangling in our forward fold, feel that upper body ragdoll. So nodding the head, shaking the head, just releasing through the side body and the back body. And then slowly let those hands come to the mat. Take the right hand in between, just in front of the toes, and inhale, left hand to sky. You can straighten that left leg, bend the right if you need to, or keep them both straight, whatever's good for you, what feels best. So maybe keeping that left leg straight, hand straight, lifting up, looking at the sky. Inhale here. As you exhale, bend both knees, both hands to the mat, swapping hands, left hand in the middle. Inhale here. As you exhale, reaching up to the sky with the right, straightening that right leg, bending that left maybe, or both legs straight, whatever feels good for you. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, both hands to mat, bend both knees, hang here, forward fold. Inhale here. As you exhale, slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, hands to heart center. So Tadasana, mountain pose. Maybe take those feet hip width apart today, or if you're really wanting to challenge yourself, bring them together, really zip them up. Notice how that feels. Bring those hands into the heart center, really pushing hard into those palms so that you're engaging through the chest. And then remember thinking about that upward current of energy as you're lifting up through the shins, the kneecaps, the quads, up through the shoulders. And as you exhale down the back body, releasing the shoulders, the shoulder blades, and everything nice. And so that lovely cycle, that current of energy. Inhale, sweep to the sky, lifting high. Exhale, swan dive, chest forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long flat back, hands to shins or the tops of the thighs. Really lengthen here. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale through center. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Tucking tailbone under, lifting chest. Rolling those shoulder blades around to touch each other, lifting high. Tuck tailbone under, sink here. Feel like I'm just putting a little stool underneath you and you're just about to sit down. So that fires up those quads. Bringing those inner thighs together nice and strong through the legs. Inhale here and exhale. Nice breath. Inhale here, exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Bring the right knee to the chest this time. Really ground through that left foot. Lifting arms up to the sky, rolling the shoulder blades back. Now pause here a point. Tuck the tailbone under, lift that knee higher. Engaging through. So you're holding it, pausing here, and breathe. Don't hold your breath. Inhale, lift that right knee higher. Exhale, foot to floor, hands to heart center. Inhale through center, exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, chair, Utkatasana. Sink back down. Tuck the tailbone, nice and strong. Inhaling and exhaling. Can you come a little lower? Inhale and exhale. If you're not feeling it or anything like that, drop lower. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling up through the spine, bringing the left knee to the chest this time. Really ground through the right foot in the floor, lifting high. Tuck the tailbone under, drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Bringing that left knee higher. Standing legs strong and tall, don't collapse. Inhale, lift the left knee higher. Exhale, foot to floor, hands to heart center. Inhale through center. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, chair, Utkatasana. Sink. Drop, tuck, lower. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 breaths, reset, and we're adding on. Inhaling and exhaling. Once more, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Bring the right knee to the chest, nice and strong. Peeling that leg up, everything engaged. Inhale here, lift the knee higher. And exhale. Inhale here as you exhale, open the arms wide, open the knee wide. Lifting up that knee. Inhaling and exhaling. We're going to take 3 taps, so tapping the right knee to the right elbow, but not bringing the elbow down to meet the knee. We're going to bring the knee up to meet the elbow. So for 3, lifting it. For 2, for 1, lift the knee higher, lifting it all through center. Exhale, foot to floor, hands to heart. Inhale through center. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, chair, sink down. Tuck that tailbone under, lift that chest, pull those shoulder blades together. Inhale and looking forward and exhaling. Dropping down lower. I can see those bottoms can come a little bit lower here. Inhaling and exhaling. Use your breath. 1 more full breath. Inhaling. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 breaths. Reset. We're going to come on the other side. Inhaling and exhaling. Once more, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Bring the left knee to the chest, lifting that knee high, squeezing it up. Control. Standing leg nice and strong. Lift that knee higher, tuck the tailbone under. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, lift the chest. Inhale, lift it higher. As you exhale, open knee, open arms. Strong here, pull that core in, tuck the tailbone under. We're going to tap the elbow for 3, for 2, for 1. Lift it up higher, lift it into the center, pull it back into the navel. Exhale, foot to floor, hands to heart. Inhale through center. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, chair. Last time. Sink and soften here. Inhaling and exhale. Coming lower. You can do it. Last time. Inhaling and exhaling. Once more. Inhaling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat, step, hop or jump to plank. Drop to the knees or on the toes. In your plank here, check your setup. Wrists, elbows, shoulders stacked. Tuck tailbone under, nice and strong. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here as you exhale, downward facing dog. Soften, release, nice and strong. So in our dog here, really take that time to release, but also to catch the breath. Reset the breath. Noticing how you're feeling here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, right leg to sky, 3-legged dog. Pause here. Drop that left heel to the mat, roll that right hip into the mat, lifting the toes higher to the sky, soften the chest towards the thigh. Inhale, lifting that foot higher, exhale, knee to nose, squeezing up, lifting up, step through between the hands. Inhale here, pushing hard with that front foot, coming into high lunge, lifting up. Inhale here and exhale, soften and sink. Inhale here, as you exhale, drop the back foot 45 degrees, coming into our warrior 2. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more breath, inhale here and exhale. Inhale here as you sweep the back palm forward, coming through, lifting the back heel back to high lunge. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, we're coming to warrior three, so tip the weight forward, lift the back heel, nice and strong. Inhaling, let me see, and exhaling. Beautiful. Reaching, tipping forward, lifting high. Inhale here. As you exhale, drop the back foot 45 degrees back into warrior two. So sink into our warrior twos, reset into our position. So as we do, we know we do that inhale, exhale, strengthening and lengthening the front leg. So we're going to do that 4 times. So inhale the palms to the sky, lengthen that front leg. Exhale, soften and lower, warrior two. Each time maybe coming a little lower. Inhale, lifting up to the sky, lengthening that front leg. Exhale, soften, warrior two. Twice more. Inhale, lifting up, pulling up through the pelvic floor, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, soften and lower. Last time. Inhale, lifting high to the sky. And exhale, soften and lower, warrior two. So nice drop here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, flip that front palm. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale here, exhale, lift high to the sky, reverse warrior. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, eyeing up the block, ideally in front of you. Exhale, either hand to floor or hand to block, half moon. So in your half moon here, if your hand's on the block, try and lift that left hand to the sky, rolling that left hip back so it's stacked high on top of the right one. Inhale here and exhale. Really rolling up. Maybe you're hovering those fingers on the floor, not using a block, whatever, or but lifting up through the floor. Inhale here, exhale, plant that back foot down, back to warrior two. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, both hands to the sky. Exhale, turn the right toes in, turn the left toes out. We're going to sink into our Skandasana. Arms either to the hips or wide. So drop and lower, chest long. Try and get a nice long flat back, lift the tailbone to the back of the room. So we're going to move here. So inhale, sweep the hands together, turn the left toes in, turn the right toes out, warrior two. And we're flowing. Inhale to the sky, turn the right in, left out, sink. Skandasana. So we're moving. Inhale, lifting in, turn left toes in, right toes out, warrior two. Each time coming a little lower. Inhale to the sky, left in, right in, left out, Skandasana. Pause here. Soften and lower. Maybe take the hands to the mat if that's good for you. Notice how that feels. So we're going to come into our pistol squat. So from here, if the hands are to the mat, you'll bring those right toes up to your face, sinking into the hips. So the heel is on the floor, toes to the sky, really bending into that leg here. So sink into the hips here, really flex the foot. And then inhale, lifting that right hand to the sky, pushing that left tricep into that left knee. Inhaling and exhaling. Soften here, drop here. Maybe taking a half bind, taking that right hand behind you and fiddling it into the top of that left thigh. Rolling that right shoulder back and down. Inhale, soften and sink. And exhale. Beautiful. Looking up to the sky, dropping the hip. Inhaling and exhale. Release the bind. Inhale, hand to the sky. Exhale, hand to the mat. We're going to keep the body low, but we're going to transition all the way to the other side. So keeping it lower, taking the right toes to the mat, bending the left foot so that left heel is on the mat, left toes to the sky. Again, soften and sink. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Flexing into the hip here. Inhaling and exhale. Maybe take a half bind, flipping that leg, that arm round, trying to find the top of that right thigh. Rolling that left shoulder back and down, looking at the sky. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, lift the right left hand to the sky. Exhale, hand to mat. Again, coming through, taking a wide leg forward fold. So take the hands to the mat, just under the shoulders. Toes are pointed to the front, back heels so they're parallel here. And then just soften slowly. So we're bringing the elbows into the body and just soften and take a forward fold here. Wide leg forward fold. Just lift those seat bones high up to the sky. Feel that lovely stretch down the back of those hamstrings. If you want a little bit more, roll the weight into the outside edge of the foot, lifting up those arches. And just use the breath here. If it's open to you, maybe take the crown of the head to the mat. And just breathe here. Just noticing the breath, softening here. If you want a little bit more, walk those hands underneath you so they're coming out behind you. Bring the palms to the floor. So walking those hands behind you, then lifting you under even more. Just soften here. So you should feel a lovely stretch all the way down the hamstrings, into the glutes, maybe down into the calf muscle as well. All that back chain. Slowly walk those hands back under the shoulders. Inhale here as you exhale, coming up, looking forward. Inhale here as you exhale, turn the right toes to the front of the mat. Walk the hands round to frame the front foot, lift the back heel. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here as you exhale, walk that right foot back, come straight into plank. Reset your plank here, check yourself, check your positioning. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here as you exhale, roll the elbows into the wrists. We're coming into Chaturanga Dandasana, knees or toes, you choose. Slowly lowering elbows 90-90, lifting up, upward facing dog or cobra. Downward dog. Reset the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhaling and exhaling. We're coming to the other side. Inhale, left leg to sky, three-legged dog. Again, push the right heels to the mat. Roll the left hip into the mat. Pushing this, lifting that toe higher to the sky, softening the belly to the tops of the thighs, pushing those hands into the mat. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale, knee to nose. Little cat stretch here. Step through between the hands. We're coming up to our high lunge, pushing strong into that left foot. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, soften. Dropping into the hip. Nice and strong. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here as you exhale, drop the back heel, 45, warrior two. Soften into your warrior two, sink here. You know, lower, reach strong. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, sweep the back arm forward, lifting up back heel back into your high lunge. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, tip forward, warrior three. Lifting the back heel off the floor, that leg nice and strong. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, land the back foot again, 45, coming to warrior two. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhale here as you exhale, either make sure that block is on the left hand side. As you exhale, take the left hand to the block or the floor, lift the right leg, half move. So lifting that leg, rolling that right hip back, stacking on the left, reaching high to the sky, maybe hovering those hands just off the floor, nice and strong. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here as you exhale, drop the back heel. Once again, warrior two, sink. Nice and strong. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reach forward, lifting high. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, warrior two. Lower the warrior two. We're coming through our stretches. I'm going to just turn around so I can see you. So, inhale, palms to the sky, lengthen the front leg. Exhale, soften the lower, warrior two. Inhale, lifting to the sky, looking high, pulling through. Exhale, soften lower, warrior two. Twice more. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, soften and lower, warrior two. Last time, inhale, high to the sky, reaching up. Exhale, soften and lower, warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale here, sweep the back hand forward, lift the back heel to the sky. High lunge. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here as you exhale. Take the hands to mat. We're going to sneak in a quick chaturanga. Step back to plank. Lowering halfway, upward facing dog or cobra. Down dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through between the hands. Back foot 45, warrior two. With a puppy on your hair as well. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice and strong. So we should be on the other side. So I may have got a bit confused there. So whatever way we are, so we were outside, that's right. So we should have our left toes facing the long end of the mat. Back foot is 45. So we're on the other side. We're coming through into our nice Skandasana. So inhale, hands to the sky. Turn the left toes in, right toes out. Warrior two. Inhale to the sky. Turn the right in, left out. Now sink Skandasana. Open the arms wide to the wings or hands to the hips, whatever's good for you. We're flowing, lifting in, lifting. Exhale, warrior two. Lifting high. Heel, toe, Skandasana. And twice more, lifting, heel, toe, warrior two. Last time, inhale, lifting, heel, toe, Skandasana. Pause here in your Skandasana. Take the hands to the mat. And then sink into the hip. We're bringing, on the other side. We're first bringing the left heel to the mat. Lift the toes high. Sink here. Drop into the hips. So take the right hand to mat. Inhale, left to sky. Inhale here. Exhale, maybe take a half bind. Or maybe you want to take a full bind. So with the full bind, you just release those fingers behind. Take the right arm round and try and find those left fingers. Hook through. Rolling that left shoulder blade back. Inhaling, looking up at the sky. And exhaling. If you're taking the half bind, just feel heavy in the hips so that you sink and open up. Inhaling and exhaling. Release the bind, lift the left hand to the sky. Exhale, hands to mat. Both hands to mat. We're coming straight to the pistol squat on the other side, keeping it low, taking the left foot to the mat, lifting the right toes to the sky, sinking in, left hand to the mat. Inhale, right hand lifting. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale here, maybe take that half bind, hooking those fingers round. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe take the full bind, so take the left hand behind, release the right fingers and try and grab hold of them. It feels like I'm twisting you up like a ball of spaghetti or something, or a pretzel. Rolling that right shoulder blade back, look at the sky, heavy in the hips, sinking the hips, keeping those right toes lifted. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, take the hands to the mat. We're going to walk all the way around to frame the front foot. Lifting, lengthening here. Inhale here. As you exhale, lengthen that front leg. And we're taking those toes in. So we're both again, forward fold. So wide-legged forward fold. So your toes are facing the long edge of the mat and your heels are facing the long edge of the back of the mat, if that makes sense. Hands under the shoulders. First pushing up long, lengthen that back. Maybe you want to walk those legs out wider if that feels good for you. Maybe not, but just check they're both in a nice angle. And then roll those elbows into each other. Inhale here as you exhale, soften and lower. Maybe the head comes to the mat, the crown comes to the mat. Maybe not. So just pause here. So there's options here as we did before. I walk my hands back, palms down, so the fingers are up facing away from you. Maybe you want to take both hands to the toes, maybe take peace fingers around the big toes if that's good for you as well. Lifting the tailbone high so you can feel that beautiful lengthening through the legs here. Maybe you want to take those hands behind you, interlace behind your back, lift those arms up and over. There's lots of options in this position, and maybe when you're practicing on your own you can incorporate a few of these. So if those hands are interlaced behind you, just feel them lifting and lengthening over your head. You're trying to drop them towards the floor. Just soften here. Remember rolling those feet out so you're lifting up through the arch. Inhaling and exhaling. Take one more breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Coming up halfway lift. And walk those hands to the front again, frame that front foot, sweep that leg back all the way to plank. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, push back downward dog. So take a little pause in your dog here, soften and lower. Reset, and then we're going to try and come. You know how we normally hop to the front, we come high on the heels, hop. We're going to try and hop forward so the feet are wide, probably as wide as the mat, straight into our Hindi squat, our Malasana. So if you want to have a quick look, and I'll do it first and you can do it after, please do. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift high, look forward, hop into our squat. Give it a go. That's it, drop and sink. So I'm going to come round to the front. So those feet are nice and wide, sink into the hips. So try and get those heels to the mat if you can. And have a little play. If the hands are on the floor, that's fine. But maybe you need to adjust the width of the feet. Maybe if they're not touching the floor, have a little play. But again, if they're off the mat, that's okay. But ideally you want to get them to the mat so you're spreading the whole weight through the whole of the foot. And then from here in our Malasana, tuck the tailbone under. So feel like you're tipping it and pulling it forward. Elbows into the thighs, bring the hands into heart center and sink in. So we're dropping the shoulder blades. Feel the upward current of energy, downward behind. And just sink into our nice Hindi squat here. Nice and low, sinking in. So we're going to move it forward a little bit more in what we did with when we were in our pistol squat. So we're going to open up here. So pushing that right elbow into that tricep, into that right thigh, lifting up, lifting the left hand to the sky. So we're opening and pushing, sinking here, inhaling and exhaling. Maybe that right hand is on the mat, but maybe it's hovering. Maybe taking a little bind here, reaching that left hand round, rolling. Or maybe coming straight into the half bind, the full bind here, reaching behind with that right hand, grabbing hold of those left fingers, sinking and lowering, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here as you exhale, releasing the bind. Exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. Soften, sink and lower. Coming straight to the other side. Inhale here as you exhale, push that left elbow into that hand. Reach the right arm up and high. Lifting. Oh, look at me, I've got my hand in front of his face. You can't see, he's asleep by my foot. Inhale here as you exhale, take the right hand behind, taking a bind. Maybe a full bind, reaching round, sorry darling. Grabbing hold of those fingers. Sinking and lowering. I know those hips are talking to you, but I promise you this is all good. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, release. As you exhale, bring the hands back into heart center. Pushing those hands down, nice and strong, sinking here. Lengthening up through the body, tucking that tailbone under. And then slowly from here, releasing the hands, take the hands behind you and take a seat. So we're coming round here. I'm going to have to move you, baby. Into our boat pose. Just come here. Here you go. You sit there. legs parallel, you know how we do it. Lifting the hands high, nice and strong, tuck the tailbone under, lifting up. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, as you exhale, slowly lower into canoe. I mean slow, you're not even moving yet, so slowly, lengthen the legs out, lifting those arms to the sky, like you're in slow motion. Inhale here and exhale. Lifting behind, inhale here, exhale, lifting, crunching up to boat. So really slow, moving from boat to canoe. So inhale here as you exhale, lengthen legs, lifting arms, nice and strong, reaching up, overhead, inhale, lifting, exhale, slowly crunching up, bringing the knees into the chest, squeeze, hold. Inhale here, exhale, full boat if you want, in the middle, lengthening the legs, lifting high. Inhale here, now exhale, slowly roll into canoe, control, control, control. Lifting the hands up and behind, inhale, breathing, exhale, crunch. We're going to do that once more. Inhale, boat, full boat, lengthen legs, reach high. Inhale here, exhale, roll the lower back, coming into canoe, control. Inhale, lift behind, exhale, crunch, hold. Lifting, holding, squeezing for 4. Lift the chest, don't collapse in the lower back. For 3, for 2, for 1. Take the feet to the mat, cross the legs, forward fold. Just walk those arms out along the mat. Soften here. Breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Walk the hands back under the shoulders. Bring yourself onto the mat, lying down. So we've got a little bit of a yogi bicycle here today with a little bit of an add-on. So we're bringing the knees into the chest to start. Nice and strong. Hands by the ears, lifting the upper body off the back. So you're just the upper body, the shoulders are off the mat. Inhale here, as you exhale, lengthen the right leg, take the left elbow, the right elbow to the left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch, so lengthen the left leg, tap the left elbow to the right knee. Slowly coming through center, switching and changing. Lengthen. Oh, you like a ponytail, don't you? Inhale here, exhale, coming and twisting. Oi. And 2 more. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. So nice and slow, really crunching up, using the obliques, transitioning from one side to the other. Hover that leg off the mat, nice and strong. 1 more each side. Inhale, lifting. And switch. Once you've done once on each side, just bring those knees into the chest, give yourself a hug. Rock the lower back into the mat. And then slowly take those legs out long along the mat. Taking a full body stretch here, really lengthen through those abs, nice and strong through the lower back. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, as you exhale, bring the right knee into the chest. Giving a really big hug here. Inhale here, as you exhale, bring that left knee across, your right knee, across to the left side of your body, opening out. So we're just sneaking in a quick supine twist here, we're not done. So taking a look at the right hand, softening the right ear to the mat, really twisting that body here. Nice and strong in the twist. Maybe that lower back does a little few pops and clicks. Inhaling and exhaling. Rolling back onto your back, bringing that right knee into your chest again, giving it a hug. Bringing it up towards your right armpit, hugging it here. We've done lots in the hips, so you should be nice and open here. If you need to push down on that left hip flexor, do so, but just lift it high into that, the knee into the right armpit. Inhale here, tighter, lift it higher. Exhale, releasing that leg out along the mat. Swapping sides, inhale here, exhale, left knee to chest. Give it a hug first. Nice and pull it tight. Then take the right hand to the left knee. Inhale here, exhale, pull the knee across to the right side. Take a gaze on that left hand. Just feel that lower back stretch here. Nice and strong through the lower back. Inhaling and exhaling. Just feel that soften. Maybe take that left ear to the mat. Soften and lower. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, rolling onto your back, bringing that left knee into your chest. Hugging it in one more time. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring that left knee into that left armpit. Feel that opening in the hip. Maybe grounding down with that right hip flexor if you need to. But just opening up into the hip. Nice and strong here. Inhale here. As you exhale, lengthen the legs out along the mat. Take a full body stretch one more time, reaching up and over. Take a full stretch. Inhale here. Exhale, knees to chest. Nice hug here. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the feet to the mat and open the knees wide. So a little bit more ab section, I think, today. But the first thing I want you to do is check that you've not got a big arch in your lower back. So if you can fit your fingers into your lower back space, then you need to tuck the tailbone under, pushing that lower back into the mat. So you're feeling like there's nothing touching, there's nothing can fit under there here to control through and protect the lower back. So we're going to take some little lower ab crunches here. So reaching the hands onto the hip flexors, over the top of the hip flexors. Inhale to prepare, exhale, reach up and lift towards the toes. So your lower back is on the mat, but the upper back and the shoulders are off. So you're looking forward at your fingers. So pull that belly button into the floor to engage through the core. And then slowly we're pulsing for 8, for 7. Reach forward. 6, 5. You can feel it all in the core. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Lift a little higher. Pulsing again for 8, 7, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift a little bit higher and we're another 8 little pulses. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold. Squeeze it and then slowly release to the ground. Bring the knees together, feet to the mat. And then slowly drop both knees to the right hand side. So you're making sure those hips are stacked. So that left hip is directly over the right. The shoulders are into the ground. We're going to come into the oblique stretch, crunch rather. So if you want to put your left fingers into your left obliques just to check that they're working, you can do so. But you're reaching up and over towards your feet. So inhale to prepare, exhale, lift and reach towards the feet. And again, 3 sets of 8. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold. Last. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold, squeeze it, and then release. Feet to the mat, knees to the sky, and come into the other side. So drop the knees to the left side, right hip is directly over the left, both shoulders are in the mat. Inhale to prepare, exhale, reach up, lifting high. Maybe stick the fingers into the obliques, check they're working. And we're pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift higher. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift higher. Last. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold. Hold it, and release. Feet to floor. Last one, I promise. Take the feet to the sky. Again, push that lower back into the mat. Point or flex the feet, whatever's good for you. And then we're reaching up towards those toes. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, reach and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5. Pull the lower back into the mat. 4, and the belly to the spine. 3, 2, 1, and hold. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. And 8, 7, 6, nearly there. 5, you're doing well. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold. And release. Knees to chest. And release. Give the lower back a little rock in the mat. Nice and slow. Slowly lengthen those legs out along the mat. Reaching those arms up overhead. Take a full body stretch. Really lengthening through the abs. Obliques, lower abs, upper abs. Nice big stretch. Inhale, we're stretching. And exhale, just release into the mat. Just release the breath. Try and reset the breath. And then slowly, excuse me, and slowly from here we're coming into Shavasana. So if you want to come into cobbler, Shavasana, if you want anything else for a couple of minutes that you want to do, if your body's crying out for something, maybe straight into happy baby, there's all the options. So happy baby, cobbler, or if your body's just saying enough, lengthen those legs out along the mat to Shavasana. So just listen to that body. What does that body need right now? If you're in Shavasana, just walk those shoulder blades underneath each other, softening through the chest. Letting the body relax and soften, let those ankles fall wide. Those palms open. Closing the eyes, just releasing. Don't control your breath, just notice your breath. And just notice your body starting to settle, starting to slow down, starting to release. You've worked your body hard today. Maybe you can feel that sweat cooling on the skin. Start to notice the noises around you. And let them become your normal. So that this noises, the sounds, the smells, the movement makes you relax even more. You're not tuned into anything, any one sound. And then with your eyes closed, maybe those senses start to reawaken. Maybe you can hear the birds, the rustling of the wind in the trees, people moving around, people going about their day. Life. As you're being aware of all of this, just release whatever that means to you. washing over you, cleansing you and falling away into the floor. Just release and let go. All as is, as it should be. Start to wiggle fingers and toes, start to reawaken the body. Start to deepen the breath in the body. Twisting ankles and wrists, maybe rocking head from side to side. Maybe opening and closing that jaw, screwing up that face, whatever feels good. And then take a full body stretch, reaching up overhead. One last time, reaching through with the fingers and the toes. Reach, reach, point, stretch as much as you can. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, bring the knees to the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rock through the lower back, releasing through the hips. And the knees. Lovely massage in the lower back. And then slowly come to rest on your right hand side. Pause here. Take a moment just to settle here. And then slowly, keeping your eyes closed, push yourself up to seated. With your palms open to receive. View. The moment that you've been knocked down is the moment that it counts. And the moment that you've lost yourself is the moment that you've found. You can see the world much clearer when your eyes are filled with tears. The only way to not be afraid is to learn to face your fears. You're not really afraid of the dark. You're afraid of a lack of light. And it's a fear of falling when you say you're scared of heights. The only reason you know you're sad is because you've been happy before. You may say the world's an ugly place, but you're only seeing the view from your door. We're going to take 3 breaths together here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Last time, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale the palms to the heavens, join in prayer. And as you exhale, bring your palms to your third eye for clear vision, to your mouth for the truth, and to your heart center for love and for life. Namaste.